Construction. When discussing construction work with the sky crane, the usual topic is the use of the aft seat pilot station. The aft seat is a very unique yet capable and stable platform to work from. It lends itself to many new construction jobs that can't be done from the left seat or ones that can be flown more effectively and safely from the aft seat. The left seat is also used in many sky cranes construction projects as a standalone operation or in conjunction with the aft seat. Crew. In the past, only two pilots with the aft seat operations since the flight manual allowed one pilot to move from the front seat to the aft seat for lift operations. Presently, they are flying three pilots to increase safety, reduce cockpit workload, and to accommodate training. The rest of the crew consists of two mechanics that also work as radio men on the hookup and set sites. The fuel truck driver and the pod driver can also be tasked with these duties. Pilots are also tasked with project managing after the sales department has turned the information over to operations. This includes FAA approvals, customer coordination, rigging, safety, crew coordination, lodging, equipment, movement, etc. Seat responsibilities. Right seat. The right seat is generally considered the command pilot and is the backup pilot for the aft seat pilot. Right seat will make the initial takeoff from the ground and will fly the approaches to the pickup site, then onto the set site. It has been found that setting up the approach and the handoff to the aft seat is not as precise when flown from the left seat. The right seat will always be responsible for maintaining heading control since aft seat stick has no yaw control. Right seat will always be on the controls even when the aft seat pilot is flying. Should the aft seat stick fail or the aft pilot lose control, the right seat pilot is able to immediately take control, level the aircraft, and maintain aircraft position. Exception to the rule. If during long line operations or situations such as tall towers where the right seat pilot does not have good visual references, the left seat pilot will be the backup pilot. Left seat. The left seat pilot will act as the co-pilot and assist the right seat pilot with cockpit duties. Obviously, the left seat will be used for jobs involving long line work such as guy wires, long line HVAC sets, and as mentioned above, situations where the right seat doesn't have good visual references. The left seat gives the trainee a good position to view aft seat operations also. Aft seat. The aft seat pilot will take control of the aircraft when the object to be lifted or set sight is within his view, following the ATM procedures for control transfer. The front seat pilots will hand over control to the aft seat. An aft seat will usually take control after initial liftoff to check aft stick operations before the front seat pilot proceeds to the pickup area. The aft seat pilot will be responsible for clearing the aircraft to the rear, informing the front seats of the progress going on during the load hookup and setting operations. He will be directly heading changes to be done by the right front seat pilot. Upon completing the set, he will ensure the hooks are clear and transfer the controls to the front seat. Note, these procedures are spelled out in the construction section of the Aircrew Training Manual. The main components for construction operation. Hoist. With a 100-foot cable and large upper hook, E model is 20,000 or F model 25,000 pounds, the hook is attached to the triangle. The hoist is used to lower the triangle to realign it and the load so as to limit the amount of crosswind hovering necessary in setting a load. The 100-foot line allows the pilot to hoist down into an opening in the trees or access hatch on a roof, where the standard rigging will not reach, to pick or set a load. See also cargo hoist system in hydraulic section of this training manual. Anti-rotation device. This consists of the upper trapeze frame, which is fastened to the hard points. The donut, which is the round part with the alignment slots for the triangle. The triangle, which is aligned to the donut slots and attached to the upper hook. The anti-rotation device is used to keep the load oriented in a specific relation to the helicopter. This allows the helicopter to turn and align most loads and set them without help from work crews. Most all picking and setting is done with the triangle caged in the donut. 4 40-foot long steel chokers with 4 8,000-pound hooks for attaching the loads. Other configurations with 20-foot rigging and 4 to 8K or 2 to 12K hooks, and various spreader bars can be incorporated into rigging. Half-seat pilot controls. The cyclic is a fly-by-wire system with a standard cyclic grip mounted on a platform atop a gimbaled device that produces the electronic signal. This is sent to the APHIS amp and onto the APHIS servo. The yaw channel in the cyclic, by twisting grip, has been deactivated since it is not strong enough in this application. The collective is mechanically linked to the front seat collectives. Caution. Extreme caution must be exercised by the forward pilot at all times while the aft pilot has control of the aircraft. The forward pilot shall keep his hands lightly on the collective and cyclic stick at all times, with auxiliary control station yaw channel inoperative. The forward-facing pilot retains control of the tail rotor control pedals and aircraft heading at all times. The nature of the aft pilot's control system dictates the forward pilot must be prepared to take control of the aircraft at any time. In the event of a malfunction in the APHIS system, the forward and aft pilots will recognize loss of control at the aft station, and the forward pilot will take immediate action. The forward pilot can override any control signals from the aft pilot in any mode of operation. During periods of precipitation, vision through the plexiglass enclosure of the aft pilot station may be obscured. The auxiliary control station operator will be engaged only at the forward pilot's command using standard voice procedure. The stick trim system must be on during remote stick operations and the helicopter in a trimmed hover before the auxiliary control station operator takes over the control from the forward pilot. Caution must be exercised when entering or leaving the auxiliary control station to prevent an accidental movement of the collective pitch control. The collective pitch control, unlike the auxiliary control stick, is mechanically coupled into the flight control system with the pilot's and co-pilot's collective pitch control.